downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the f is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Where the at? Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Got a jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every album project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. Oh, your girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
I left something in the house.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what difference. My bill's bigger, I'm still with ya. I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
It's week 2 of the 2022 season, and we'll be watching Chidobe Awuzie. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Broncos and the Texans, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Florida Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Garden joined as always by Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Broncos in this one. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where it can swing the ball in space. Even find some spots where he just and throwing at the same percentage.
Final week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by Malik Willis, the rookie who started his college career at Auburn and finished with the Liberty Flames.
He was certainly solid, maybe a little bit more last week in his NFL debut, threw a couple of touchdown passes and earned his first victory. Now, we all know it's not going to be easy from here, but at least now he's seeing what it takes to win at this level.
Here we go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 13 carries, 58 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments in how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Willis looking to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Willis. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Willis now off of play action. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Malik Willis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 7th-year man out of Cal, the top pick back in 2016, Jared Goff.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Goff on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Catch for Keenan Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
We all know how talented an athlete Malik Rose was coming out of Liberty, but lost in his running ability, but simply how powerful an arm he has as well. There's not a throw in the playbook he doesn't have the strength to make. It's all about how well he can place those throws. Between that arm and his legs, his ceiling, easily one of the top ones in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Broncos are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0. And
that you mean business.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Willis now off play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
And able to find Kirk complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. There's Goff. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Walker's somebody who just impresses you every time he steps on the field. He's a guy who was the Walter Camp and Dirk Walker Award winner's final collegiate season behind a 1,600-yard campaign. 300 carries or more, that wouldn't be unexpected in his first season in the NFL.
And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding it over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Walker. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz able to get the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Goff now looking to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Keenan Allen halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Play fake. Here's Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here in the first half.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I never return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 29 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, it's gone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with a loss. Up the middle, here's Walker. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-round. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Meanwhile, and I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos on the field ready to start their next drive. Their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Play action. Here's Willis. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. 3rd down, it's Willis. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now Willis on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And little room to maneuver there. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 9. Goff. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, gone. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry has put some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And there, once he's outside of the pocket, doesn't see anything, very smart play to just throw it away. That was only 1st down. He's got a few more shots, maybe. He can take it the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, Goff. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver's offense now set to go. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And now before the ball changes hands, just to make sure.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And Walker once more. And some room to work. Touchdown, Houston. Ken Walker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. Less than 90 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing, Willis. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 21 and 2nd and 10. Willis to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Second and 11. To the right side, this is Walker. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to perhaps salt this one away. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to